You see that long, shallow wooden frame mounted under the window? It looks like a simple architectural accent, maybe a decorative planter box painted to match the dark trim of the house. But that unassuming panel is the exact reason a family I stayed with just outside of Morioka, in the chilling winds of northern Iwate Prefecture, hasn't paid a yen for winter heating in 3 years. Outside, the Siberian winds were driving the temperature down to 15 degrees below zero. Inside, the house sat at a steady, rapping 74 degrees, and the only sound was a cast-iron kettle gently simmering on a low tabletop stove. No modern heat pump was humming, no kerosene heater was venting fumes into the room, and no electric utility company was preparing a $400 monthly invoice to drain their savings. The truth is, the way your modern home is engineered to manage temperature isn't an accident. It is designed to create dependency, relying on complex, mechanized systems that require a constant, unceasing flow of cash just to keep you comfortable. But traditional Japanese builders, facing brutal northern winters and a total lack of domestic fossil fuels, solved this equation centuries ago using pure physics. During the dark, lean months of 1941, as wartime fuel shortages squeezed the nation, the Japanese Ministry of Munitions standardized this exact method. They published a set of plain, single-sheet blueprints distributed to rural prefectures, showing families how to turn basic local materials, scrap wood, charcoal dust, and handmade paper, into powerful, self-regulating thermal collectors. Yet by the mid-1950s, as Western-style central heating and oil conglomerates flooded the rebuilding nation, those historic municipal guides quietly vanished from the active archives. The system relies on an elegant, passive loop called a thermosiphon, adapted specifically for the low, weak angle of the northern winter sun. You construct a shallow wooden collector box, roughly 4 feet wide by 6 feet tall, and line the interior with a corrugated metal sheet painted entirely in flat, light-absorbing black. The front is sealed with a clear sheet of glass or modern polycarbonate. When the morning sun hits that dark internal core, the air trapped inside rapidly spikes to over 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Because cold air is heavy and dense, it naturally sinks to the floor of your room, flowing through a low vent directly into the bottom of the exterior box. As the sun heats it, the air expands, loses density, and shoots upward, spilling back into the living space through an upper vent. It requires no fans, no electricity, and no moving parts. It is a self-perpetuating loop powered entirely by the temperature difference itself. To completely bypass local building codes, strict neighborhood associations, or the need to cut holes into your existing exterior walls, traditional builders utilized a temporary window-mounted variation. You simply build the panel to rest on a small platform directly beneath a south-facing window, running 2 short, insulated flexible ducts through a temporary plywood insert placed under the raised window sash. It can be installed in a single Saturday afternoon with basic hand tools and completely removed in the spring without leaving a single mark on the house. To solve the problem of the long, freezing winter nights when the sun goes down, the old 1941 manuals detailed a final, crucial step, stacking a dense matrix of common clay bricks directly in front of the indoor air vent. Throughout the day, the rushing 150-degree air pours directly over this dry stacked thermal mass, packing it full of heat energy. When darkness falls and the collector shuts off, those bricks act as a natural battery, slowly radiating a steady, comfortable warmth back into the room for the next 14 hours, proving that real self-reliance isn't about buying expensive new technology, but reclaiming the simple, forgotten laws of nature that were organized to be forgotten.